So I'm really perplexed. I really do not understand the lack of correlation between win craps and my frickin' practice table. So this go-to strategy, which is my go-to strategy now, and has been for a while, I've been using it, and I can't tell you how many times I try it during the day on win craps. I haven't played it on my table much, but I do it on win craps a lot. And unless I'm deluding myself as to the number of times that I lose my ass, lose my bankroll, it's a very consistently profitable strategy. So I'm just not, I don't understand why I'm not seeing it on my table. Got my dark and stormy here. It's a good day. All right, trying to look for my YouTube notification for this live stream in case I get anybody on the channel since it's Saturday. All right, so $900 is my bankroll. Let's see. Subscriptions. There's 5, there's 1,000, less 1, that's 9. All right, there I am. So let's click on that. I think my volume's still down. Sorry, so we got 900 in black. Because it's going to be in my way. Let's put it over here. Then we're going to do 80 and 20. It is in my way. That looks like 80. Actually, it looks like 100 less 20. All right, so there's my 80 in red. And then we got $20. All right. So again, we're going to be doing the same strategy that I've done, and I've gotten whacked all 3 times I've tried to do them after I recorded that last video, which I deleted in error. But anyway, that was a recording. These are live, so I prefer to just do the live. All right, so I got my dark and stormy again. I don't know if that's really what it's called. Oh, but that's good. Myers Dark Rum. I saw Kermit Weeks did this on one of his videos, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. So it's just orange juice with Myers Dark and a splash of pineapple juice, and for me, and it just when I smell it, it smells like being on a cruise ship in the Caribbean, which I love. Good, fond memories. All right, so we're gonna do a come out. Lay 4 for $100. I got my $2 big on there. All right, and we're just going to keep it out there for the 1 roll. Or I shouldn't say 1 roll. We're going to keep it out there until the puck moves out, right? So if I get some craps numbers and I don't actually hit anything, I'll keep it. I'll keep the lay up until that point. All right, so we got a 5, 3, 2, 5. So now my lay is off. I'll go ahead and put out my $15 do we don't, assuming we're on a $15 table. Okay, so now we're just counting. So that was a 5, so that's 1. Looking for 10 rolls. There's a 6, 4. So I got no action, nothing's going on, just counting my rolls. And my rationale for that is 516 is on average we should see a 7 every 6 rolls. So if I wait till 10 rolls, then to me, from a probability standpoint, I'm already in the lead, right? I've already got a better chance of seeing that 7 than not at that point, on average. And that's what we're talking about. 3, 2, 5. All right, so that's 5. So I put a black chip in here, a $100 chip to be my starter. I'm going to take out the 4 white, put in the red. So now we're up to 5. 5 rolls. So, you know, it's a grind. You're not really betting anything. You're certainly not going to get any comps for this one. That's 6. And there's an 8. But I don't care. I'm just looking for bets where I feel like I have an advantage from a probability standpoint. All right, so that's point off. We don't put any more out there until we get a 7. 6, 3, 9 is the new point. That's 9 rolls. And there's a 639, so we're right back off the 9. Oh, throw that puck around. All right, so that's 10 rolls right there. Okay, so now we will go back out on our lay. Coming out, new point. Point is 6. Not that it matters. And at this point, I don't need to count anymore. It doesn't matter how many rolls I do. I was trying it where I would only roll for 5 additional rolls, 6, 3, 9, and then take it down, take my lay down. But honestly, at this point, if I roll a 4, I roll a 4 probability. I'm still looking at, to me, every roll beyond 6 is like a rubber band, and we're pulling it beyond that average. The further we pull it, the stronger the rubber band is. And again, the 4 can show up anytime. And there we go, 617, 7 out. All right, so that's going to pay us, I'm just going to pay another $2 vig, take my 50, and leave it up. All right, here we go. Coming out. Oh, that was a weak throw. It's a yo. All right, so we're going to reset our counter back to 0. That's going to be our first roll on that yo. The puck is still off, so I'm going to leave my lay out there. And there's a 617, come out 7. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're going to reset our counter again, and we're going to pay another $2 vig and take our $50. So we're up like $96 now. All right, still coming out. Reset. 639. All right, so we got a point established. So we're on the 9. Take our lay off. Increment our counter by 1. So it's not really complicated, which I like. I mean, that works for me. 325. So that's our second roll. And again, all we're doing is keeping track of rolls. We got no money out there. We got nothing at risk. 325 again. We're just counting. All right. 213. That was our fourth roll. There's a 549, so that's a point hit. That's our fifth roll. Again, we're looking for roll 10 rolls without seeing a 7. All right, so we got a 12. And it's going to cost us $15 on our pass line bet, unfortunately. And we got an 8. All right, so we got a 12 and an 8. Mark those. I got to concentrate on keeping things marked so I don't lose track. All right, so we're at roll 7. And there was a 7 out. All right, so now we didn't have an opportunity to do anything on that. We're going to reset our counter back to 0. Put our lay bet back out. Coming out. 639. 9 is the point. All right, so we're on the 9. Lay comes down. And we got one roll. Here we go. Looking for 10. There's a 2, 2, 1, 3. Easy doosey. Second roll. Oh, 5, 3, 8. And honestly, this strategy on Win Craps, when I play it, it's about an hour. It's anywhere from half an hour to an hour to get my 25% that I'm looking for. There's a 3. So I would expect it to be, I don't know how many rolls per hour I'm rolling. That's based on 120 rolls per hour on Win Craps. 4, 3, 7 out. All right, so that was on roll number 5. Reset. Put our lay back out. Coming out. And there's a 6, hard 6. Lay bet off on the 6. Increment our counter by 1. Here we go. And there's aces in both places. Second roll. And there's a 6-5 yo. Third roll. So So again, the only thing I got to keep track of is counting. You just got to be able to count. Easy to use your chips for that. There's a point hit, 6. Off on the point. That was our 4th roll. New point, 3. No, we don't have a new point yet. All right. So that was roll 5. So we'll replace the 5 white with the chip, and then we got one more now. So that was roll 6, and that is 2, 3, 5. Oh, I don't remember. Was that another point? All right, doesn't really matter. Okay, here we go. And that's 5 again. 5 hit again. So that's a point hit. So now we're off. That was roll number 7. Okay, so now we're starting to get, oh, and look at that. Roll number 8 was a 7 out. Okay. Well, actually, that would be considered a come out 7, but since it was the first 7, I'm going to reset my counter. I'm going to go back out on my lay. Here we go. Coming out. New point. 314. All right. So that knocked us off our lay. Point is 4, and that's okay. So now we'll just wait and do our count again. All right. So that was 1. Now we just got 4 again. That's 2 off our 4. New point. There's a 9. That's 3rd roll. Let's see if we can get to 10. There's a 6. That's 4th roll. And there's a 4 again. And that's a 5th roll, so we'll put a nickel over there. Take our white, put them behind. All right, 3, 2, 5. That's roll number 6. And there's an 8, 6, 2. Roll number 7. And there's an 8, 6, 2 again. That's roll number 8. And there's a yo. That's roll number 9. All right, we're getting close. See if we can get one more roll out of this. Yeah, box cards. All right, so that's roll number 10. Okay, so since I got knocked off on that last one, on that come out, all right, so that was 10 rolls. I'm going to reset that, leave my 10 out there. I'm going to go out for 300 lay. It's going to cost me $7. All right, so 300 is going to pay 150. All right, now we're looking for that 7. Before 4. Whoa, all over the place. 8. And I don't need to keep track of the rolls at this point. 6. 5. 4, 1. And if I get knocked off, I'll just start over again. And there's a yo. And there's a 6. What I've been doing is, if I get knocked off on the 300, it's basically just going all in and trying to get it back. But that generally has not been a very good recipe for me. So that's a point hit, new point. And there's a 5. Point is 5. And there's a 9. So this roll is getting really long in the tooth now. Come on. Come on, Big Red. There we go. Sometimes you just got to coax it out. 4, 3. All right, so that's done. It's going to pay us 150. So that was our 100 back that we lost plus 50. And now we're going to go back out for another lay 100. Coming out. $2 vig. Here we go. 9. Neener, neener. Pasadena. All right, so we're on the 9. Lay is off. All right, so we got to reset our counter. Put our nickels back. Dollar there for roll number 1. Here we go. Oh, off the table. No roll. So if it goes off the table like that, I don't count it. If it was a no roll like on Royal Caribbean, like if both dice didn't hit the back wall, I would count it as a roll. So we're still at 1 roll. And there's a 10, roll number 2. And there's a 9, point hit. Roll number 3. And there's a 4. 4 is the new point. And that's roll number 4. And there's a 9. And that's roll number 5. So we'll take the 4 and put in a nickel. And keep on counting. And there's a 5. Roll number 6. And there's a 5 again. Roll number 7. And there's a 4, point hit. Roll number 8. And there's a 9, 639, new point. And that's roll number 9. All right, so we can get past this 10th roll. And there we go, 3, craps 3. All right, so that's roll 10. So we'll put that over there. And now we'll go back out for our lay, looking for a 7. And we got a tray, Acey Deucey. And we got a 9, point hit. New point. Oh, bouncers. Oh, 314. Son of a gun. All right, so we hit a 4 before a 7, so we're going to lose that. Since I'm already into my 10 count on that one, I'm going to go ahead and do a 300 again. 307. Here we go. And that was a 4, so we're back on the 4. All right. And there's a 10. Again, should be a 2-to-1 favorite overall. There's our 5-2. We're all through. All right. So again, that's going to pay us 150. All right. So let's see where we're at, because I'm not sure. So we got 30, 45, 50, and then what do we get here? We got 800, 900, 950, I said. So there's our 1,000. So we got 150 on top of that. All right, so we got a few more hits to go. All right, so we hit the 7. Going to go back out for our $100 lay. Coming out. Here we go. 5, 4, 1, 5. All right, so we're off. Going to reset our counter. Put our nickels back. Increment by 1 for the 5. And here we go. Looking for 10 rolls. There's a 7 out. Quickie. Okay, reset our counter. Oops. And go back out on our lay for the come out. And there's a come out 7. Like to see that. All right, so what I say we were at 150, so now we're at 200. Okay, got our lay out there still. Here we go. And there's an 8. Hard 8. All right, so we're on the 8, off on the lay, and that's our first. So I've only got 4 white chips, which is all I need for my counting. If we go again, we'll have to get some more change. 5, 2, 7 out. All right, so we're off. Back on the lay. Here we go. And there's a come out 7. All right, so that would be $2 for 50. I think we're there, but we'll do one more hit, but we are going to have to get some change. So I'm going to take one of these quarters and get 25. Here we go. All right, so quarter back into the bank, and here we go. So we're still at 0 rolls. Oh, and it figures. So now we're just lost that lay. 314, which is fine. All right, so that's roll number 1. All right, so we're looking for 10 rolls again, and then we'll push it up. All right, so there's the 314, so we're immediately off the 4, so it's a good thing I didn't try chasing on that 4. Second roll, here we go, new point. 5, fever. All right, so that's 3 rolls. Again, if we get to 10, then I'll put another $300 bet out there. There's a 6-4. Or I should say the next time I get to 10, I'll push my bet up. For the come outs, I'll leave it at 100. 6-4 again. That's 5. And there's a 6. So that's roll number 6. And there's a tray, AC Doocy, roll number 7. And there's a 6, roll number 8. And there's a 7 out. All right, so we didn't make it that time, so I'll reset. Another $100, $102 lay on the come out. Oh, that was a ploppy one there. All right, that is a come out 7. So it's going to cost us $2 for 50. There we go. Oh, another plopper. 415. All right, so we're on the 5. We're off on our lay. That's a count of 1. So that come out 5, and there's a 10, 6-4. Second roll. And we got a 9. Third roll. So again, the strategy is very simple. Just got to keep track of where you're at. And again, my rationale is, on average, we should see 6 rolls between 7s. And if we go beyond that, then the probability is greater. Well, not the probability, but the distribution is greater. All right, so that was roll 5. That we should see 1 to get us back to, not back to average, because that's how averages are calculated. There's a 4-2-6. It's just that I would expect, over time, I would expect to see closer to average. All right, and there's a 7 out. So we didn't get it again. That would have been roll 7. Reset. Off. And again, we don't have anything at risk. All right, coming out, $100 lay 4. And we got a 6, 516. Lay is off, point is 6. And we restart our counter. That's 1 roll. 415. Roll number 2. Roll number 3. 7 out. 4-3. And this is pretty consistent with what I see on WinCraps, pretty consistent with what I see on the real table. All right, so 7 out, reset our counter. Go back out for our lay. Here we go. Oh, fired off. 516. And we are on the 6, and we are off on our lay. Increment by 1 for the 6. Roll number 1. Here we go. And we got a 6, 4, 10. Roll number 2. And there's a 4, which we don't care about because we're not on it. For roll number 3. There's a 5, 4, 1. Roll number 4. So I'm sure a lot of people think this is boring, it's not much fun, but you know, I'm all about winning. To me, winning is fun. Hard 10, 5th roll, replace the 4 with a 5. Just keep going. All right. Shoot, 617. All right. So we didn't get an opportunity to play that one. That's all right. That's the way it goes most of the time, honestly. Average is 6, so I would not expect to see 10 that often, right? That's the whole point of an average. All right, here we go. Coming out. 6, 3, 9. 9 is the point. That's why it's so funny to me when you see all these strategies where you're pressing and pressing and pressing. It's like, you know, average is 6. And believe me, when I'm on the table, I see a lot less than 6. A lot. Seems like a lot more of the time than I see more than 6. All right, so we're on a 9. We're off on our lay. Increment our counter by 1. Here we go. Oh, there's a 3, 1, 4. That's roll number 2. Again, I just figure by the time I get to 10 rolls, if I haven't seen the 7, it's due. 6, 2, 8. There's 3. Past due, I should say. There's a 6, 1, 7. So that was roll number 4. Definitely more typical than not. All right, so we're back out on the lay. Reset our counter. Here we go, coming out. There's a AC Doocy. That's roll number 1. Got to keep track of those, even though the puck hasn't moved. Keep our lay out there. There's a 5, 1, 6. Roll number 2. Puck moves to the 6. All right, here we go. There's a 5, 4, 9. Roll number 3. Oh, AC Doocy. That would not have been called a no roll. There's roll number 4, even though they just barely, one of them just barely kissed the wall there. 6, 2, 8. All right, that's roll number 5. Replace the 4 with a 5. Move them behind. Keep counting. Let's go. AC Doocy. Oh, why is that lay on there? That should not be on there. Here we go. All right. That was roll 6. And there's our 7 out on roll 7. Okay. Now our lay's back out. Reset our counter. And that's it. That's the whole strategy. So because I got knocked off that last time, when I get back to 10 rolls, I will go heavy. And I just got knocked off again. All right, so 4 is the point. And I want to go out now, but now I won't. I'm going to wait. I'm still going to wait for that 10 rolls. There's 5, 3, 8. Roll number 2. 10. Roll number 3. 5, 4, 1. Roll number 4. This is basically the way I play on the table when I'm by, and I prefer to be by myself on the table for that reason. I can just roll, 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 you know, and the dealers usually, you know, and it's like, when did I do? I did it on Royal Caribbean. That was the last time I did this strategy, and they were like, yeah, whatever, and which was cool. They get to practice their call outs. 617, son of a gun. All right, so that was roll 7 again. Again, keeping this with average there. All right, so now we got to put out another 100. Coming out. And there's a 9. All right, so that's roll number 1. Off on my lay, on the 9. Here we go. Craps, 12. Roll number 2. And there's a 6, hard 6, roll number 3. And there's a 5, roll number 4. But it is interesting when you actually keep track of the rolls in between 7s, you will see how often they happen at average or less. And it is quite frequent. All right, so that's roll number 5. This seems to be more frequent than over average. 6, 4, 10. As you can tell by this grind that I'm doing here now, you know, how many hands has it been since I had a 10 roll? Been a while. 5, 1, 6. Roll number 7. There we go. And there's an 8. Roll number 8. And there's aces in both places. 2 craps. That's roll number 9. And there's a 4, 1, 5. Roll 10. All right, so now we got to roll 10 again finally. So now, since I lost twice, I think I would be prone to go out for $400 lay. That's going to be a $10 vig. So I'll pay that. All right, now we're looking for a 7. And that'll just get me back to even with that. So I should probably go out for 500, right? Let's do a 500. 500, and that's going to be another $2, so $12 big. Here we go. So that's basically an all-in. And there's the frickin' 4. See, I start chasing like that, and I get whacked. All right, well, that was it. So what have I got left? All right, 1, 2, 3. There's 100, 200, 300. So we can go 400. And that'll be a $10 big. Oh, there's 500, right? So we got 100, 200, 300. Let's change those to black. All right, so there's 500. 500 is going to be 250. All right, $12. Here we go. Come on, 7. There we go. There's our 7. All right, so now I'm not going to say I'm on tilt, but you know, I'm way behind basically where I was. So I'm going to go out for $600, which is the maximum I can play on victory. It's going to be a $15 vig. 25, get my 10 back. All right, let's see. There's a 3. So we're not out on anything yet. That's 1 roll. But I'm already out for my max bet anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's a yo. That's 2. And there's a 12, so that's going to cost me another 15 bones for that pass line bet. Oh, and that's a 3. And we got an 8. All right, so we're out on the 8. So I'm going to take my lay down, out on the 8. And that's roll number 4. And then we got a 7 out. Ugh, should have left it for one more roll. All right, so now we're going to go back out. Coming out. And we got to come out 7. All right, so that's going to pay us 300 on our 6. So let's see. So we got 6, there's 9, there's 1,000. So we're back up like $50. But we're up. All right, so let's put that back there. Go back to the normal plan, reset our counter. And there we go. So we are coming out. And there's another come out 7. So it's going to be a $2 vig for $50. All right, so what do we got? We got $100. Let me see, that was 9. That's 8, 9. Oh boy, no, we weren't up $50. And 8. Oh no, I got $100 there. 9, 1,000. All right, so we're up just 130, 135, $140. All right, let's keep going. There's an 8. But that's it. That's basically the strategy. Off on our lay. Roll count 1. And there's a 7 out. So second roll, 7. Back on our lay. Here we go. 3. 3 craps. Roll number 1. Increment our counter. There's another 3 craps. Roll number 2. Increment our counter. Oh, there's a 9. 5, 4. All right, so we're on the 9. Off on our lay. That's roll number 3. And there's a 6. Roll number 4. And there's a 3. Roll number 5. Again, we got nothing at risk at the moment. We're just counting to 10. We can count to 10. You could use your fingers if you had to. All right, there's a 4, 3, 7. So now we got to reset back to 0 and put our lay back out for the come out. Here we go. Coming out 415. Fever 5. That was a 5. All right, so we're on the 5. Off on our lay. Roll number 1. Rinse and repeat. There's our 5, so that's a point hit. Roll number 2. Again, we're not betting. We don't have anything in action at this time, other than our do we don't. 5, 4, 9. On the 9, roll number 3. And we got a 9, point hit. Roll number 4. All right. And there's an 8. 5, 3, 8. And that's roll number 5. Get that nickel over here again. Here we go. And there's our 7 out. So that was roll number 6. Right on average. All right, so we'll reset our counter. And put our lay back out for the come out. 6, 5, 1. Roll number 1. Lay is off. And we got a 4, 3, 7 out. Roll number 2. I tell you, you see that more often than you don't. Short rolls, boy. All right, back out on our lay. Here we go. And that's a 6, 3, 9. Neener. On the 9, first roll, mark it. And we got a 9. Point hit. All right, so that's roll number 2. And our lay should have been off, and it is now off. And then there's a 3, 1, 4. Good thing we moved that off, because 4 is now the point for roll number 3. And there's a 3 for roll number 4. And there's a 9. Neener. 5, 4. And that's roll 5. And there's a 4, 1, 5. Roll number 6. And there's a 5. Roll number 7. 6-1, 7 out. All right, so that was roll number 8. So that's done. Lay is on. Reset our counter. There we go, coming out. And there's a come out 7. It's nice. $2 VIG for $50. All right, so we're up 150 now. I don't know how long we've been going, but all right. We'll try for one more win. There's another 7 out. All right. Or come out 7, I should say. All right, so that's going to cost me $2 for 50. All right, so we got 200 in our rack. All right, let's see if we can get that 25%. So we got 20% now. Oh, there you go. See, one more hit, Scott. One more hit. We just lost that one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to go and do that because that's where I'm going to get in trouble. All right, so we're on the 4 increment. We're looking for 10 rolls. If I can get 10, I'll go in heavy. Try to get some of that back. All right, so 8, hard 8, 2 rolls. And there's a 10, 3 rolls. Again, I'm looking for that rubber band effect. And there's a 9, 6, 3. Five, 4, 1. That should be roll number 5. So we'll replace that 4. There we go. There we go. Roll number 6 coming up. And there's a 2, 1, 3. AC Doocy. That's roll number 6. And we got a 5, 1, 6. So that's roll number 7. Oh man, hope we get there. Are we going to get to 10? Rubber band's going to get tighter and tighter, and boom, there you go. It just snapped back. 617. All right, so that's back. I'm going to go ahead and try a 300 on the come out. Let's see how we do. We'll try one time on that one. Like those back-to-back 7s, just like that. 4, 3, 7. All right, come out 7. All right, so that's going to cost us the $7. It's going to pay us $150. All right, and I lost 100, so that means that's just the 50 that I got back. Let's see. There's a 5, 9, plus the 1 is 10. There's our 1,000. Let's see what we got here. 100, 200. Yeah, we got it. All right, so we're done. That's it. That's the end of the session. I got my 25%. That's all I'm looking for. Basically, lunch money is the way I look at it. Dinner money, whatever. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My marker, that's 10. So there's our 1,000. We got 4 singles. We got 30. So that's 25 and 5. And we already saw we had 250 here, now 275. All right, so we got 275, 284. And that seems to be a pretty average for this strategy when I play it this way. So I just got to continue to work on playing the strategy on the real table like I played on WinCraps. And this should be pretty consistent. This is a pretty consistent win in about an hour. I'll be curious to see how long this video is, but that seems to be pretty normal. All right, well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Anybody that watches this after the fact, because I had nobody on when I did it live, but that is my current go-to strategy. I'm going to continue with it as my go-to strategy until I find something better. But I think I explained it well enough. It's pretty simple. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a crappy day. Enjoy, and I will see you next time. All right, so we're off. I got that. All right, how long was that? Oh, 45 minutes. That's